Hey guys, welcome back to Drinks with Tea. I'm back with another episode. A special guest, you guys know, familiar face, Tony. Touched by Tony. She's here with me today, and we're just gonna go over some life things, some new ventures that my sis got going on. We just gonna give you some free game, just a little bit, not too much, because sis got a fee. So y'all better be tuning in and lucky that she's giving y'all what she's gonna be giving y'all. So before we get into anything, let me know how the game is going with makeup. You have that business going. You've done your Zeus celebrities. You've done all different types of celebrities and things like that. How is business going for you?
Right now, business is going well. I'm happy to be in business for 1 year. So we had a successful 1 year. Let's cut that up.
Yes, congrats.
So 1 year and some change. I have a hairstylist in my shop now. I have another makeup artist working side by side. So the shop is fully booked. Everybody's paying booth rent. Everything is running. I'm also selling clothes out the shop like I said I would for men and girls.
Yep.
So it's going well with that. I'm proud of that.
Good job. Because I know last episode that we had, you mentioned that it was going to be relations.
We all married yes, 109.
109 married. Yes, I remember. Yes,
we in the trenches, y'all. We in the trenches, but we there.
But really good job. 1 year. Wow, that's crazy. I know nowadays it's so hard to run a successful business. And first things first, I'm super proud of you for being consistent.
Thank you.
And just being a young Black woman, doing your thing. So really good job with that.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Are there anything that you're working on right now that's new? Like, are you venturing into new businesses?
I got into a mentorship with Darius Benders and Dion Coatwood, where I was able to meet and speak with people like Wallow, Smitty the Goat, Joyce, Him 500. Like, I started to learn from these other gurus, people that are millionaires in the credit and funding business. When you opening businesses and you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to have your credit straight.
Right.
And I start to realize that. You need to get funding to capitalize. So I start to realize that, and I really wanted to get into it. So I tried to get mentors that was already stable in the game, real millionaires, real 7-figure earners, real 6-figure earners, So basically I learned from the best so I can be the best.
Right.
So I tapped into that and I do that Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
I'm doing makeup Friday to Sunday.
Yeah, right. As you should. Multiple incomes. That's what we need to be successful right now. If you have one income, I think, and she will tell you better, it's best to have multiple incomes.
Every entrepreneur should have at least 7 incomes, they say.
Wow, 7?
Millionaires have about 7 streams of income. Millionaires have about 7 streams of income. It could be ebooks. It could be funding, credit, it could be another business venture. They have their hands in so many different things.
Yeah.
And that's how they get all these streams of income. That's one way to get money is not going to be it.
Right.
Come on. I can't just do makeup and think I'm going to have all this money. I can't.
No, that's a fact. I think it takes multiple streams of income to be successful, especially in the market that we're in now. And everything, to be mediocre, it almost doesn't cut it anymore like how it used to. Like, you just have to be on your shit. Like, you know exactly what you're doing.
Even before I started credit and funding in the shop, I made that multiple streams of income because you have the booth rent. You have me doing makeup. Then you have me selling clothes out of the shop. That's already 3 incomes right there. I always tell the girls, if you see me post, don't hate me, learn from me.
Right. No,
everything is facts with me. It's public record. It's no clout. I'm not lying about anything. Just, do what I do.
Right.
Not to say copy me, but copy me.
Right. As people should if they want to be successful, honestly. And what inspired you to tap into the credit funding entrepreneurship?
Right. I need to fund my businesses.
Right.
And I don't want to use my money.
Right.
OPA. You guys probably know it as OPP, other people's property. OPA. Same thing. Right. You need the leverage. So say I get funded for $50,000, right? Why can't I go open up another business with the $50,000 funding, but I still have resources coming in to pay back what I got funded? Right? It's just common sense.
Right.
You can't get nowhere in life without extra money. So funding yourself is one of the best things that I ever did for me and other people that want to build. Because it's first of all, when I get you funded, any tool I use would be with 0 APR. So now you have time to pay it back within a year or a year and a half with no interest rate.
Right.
Who wouldn't want that?
Right.
Who wouldn't say yes to an extra $50,000? Who wouldn't say yes to an extra $20,000? Who wouldn't say yes to extra $100,000 in funding?
Right. Or using money that's not your money.
For anything.
Right.
And you have a year and a half or a year or so to pay it back. Who wouldn't want with no APR? Who wouldn't say yes to that?
Right.
I started understanding and listening and learning. I was like, this is money at your fingertips.
Right. That makes sense.
Why would I say no to that?
Right. Right.
No.
It's getting serious.
No, let me get involved. Yeah, I want to get involved in that.
Right.
And then it's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's something. It's not something hard to do. If you work hard and pay attention and you're watching and you're really learning from these mentors and these people, that's another thing. In any business that you're in, I suggest that you get a mentor. It cuts so many corners. You learn firsthand the secret sauce. I paid $6,000 for my first mentor.
Right.
It was worth every. Imagine paying $6,000 and then funded $100,000. That ain't about shit.
Right.
That little $6,000 was worth every dime. Right. And not only did you fund yourself, now I can fund you and get 10% off it. Fund you and get 10% off it. Right. Fix your credit, get 10% off it. Fix your credit, it's easy money. The money is there to be made.
Yeah.
Why would I not fix your credit and get 10% off it? Fix your credit and get 10% off it. Give you some funding and get 10% off it. Give you some funding and get 10% off it. It's so easy.
Right.
If you're really taking the time to learn what these mentors are teaching you, it's money at your hands. You understand? Everybody needs funding. Everybody needs help. Everybody wants to start a business. But I can help you start a business properly. I could structure your LLC. I can fix your credit, business credit, personal credit. We can fix it. We can get it going. It might not be a tomorrow thing. It might not be a 2-week thing. I always tell people, give me 3 to 6 months. I can get results quicker than that, but I'd say 3 to 6 months because look, if I tell you get your credit fixed in 6 months, when I fix it in 3, it's like, she's superwoman.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's work it out.
Right.
Come on.
Okay.
And who wants bad credit?
Right. So as we go down the line, what services in particular do you offer?
All right. So I clean your credit. If you need cleaning.
Cleaning your credit,
we do sweeps. And when I say clean your credit, I mean, I get child support off. I get car notes off. I get derogatories off, negatives off. And I'm not doing it alone. That's another thing. I work with an M2 FICO fixer. It's all machinery. Okay. All I do is take your information, plug it into the system, and it generates the report. Sweeps go out. I pay somebody to process the letter, send it to the same creditors. It only takes time for the creditors to respond.
Yeah.
And if they're taking too long, then I get on the phone. I'm on the phone with Experian. I'm on the phone with TransUnion. I'm on the phone with Equifax. You see the post. I show you my call log. I show you me calling them. I'm on the phone with them. Hello. I sent out an FTC report. What's going on? You got 72 days to get this off my account. I don't play no games.
Right.
I ain't playing.
Right. As you shouldn't.
Get this out of here.
Money. Right.
I ain't playing.
So what's your ideal client? Like, what client would best fit for the services that you provide?
Okay, any client eager to fix their credit.
Okay.
Because in order for me to fund you, your credit needs to be at a 680 or better.
Okay.
I don't want to even fund you at 550. I don't want to fund because I want to give you the maximum funding you can get. Okay. So say a client comes to me and their credit's in the 550s and they don't. I had a client come and they had nothing on their credit. So now I need credit builders. You understand? Now I have to show utilization. Now I have to build their credit up to get 680. Now I just have to show them how to maneuver. I have to show them how to use these credit builders to pay a little here, pay a little there, get a credit account, pay this. So now your utilization goes up. People think it's just about the number. No, it's about the credit. You need a certain amount of credit accounts. You need a certain amount of utilization. You need a couple of things on your report. It's not just about the number. So when somebody has no credit, we get credit builders. I can add trade lines to it. Anything to boost the number. Anything to show that you're really in transaction. Credit is kind of transactional.
Yeah.
So say somebody has a 550 credit score, but they have a lot of negatives on it. Now this is going to take us some time. Because now I need your information. We plug it into the system, send out credit sweeps, which is sweeps are letters going to the credit bureaus itself, telling them, I need this off of my report. I need this off of my report. I need this off of my report. A lot of people don't know that you could have a card on your credit report that you haven't used in months. That can be removed. They put it in derogatory. They send it to other creditors. We can remove that in no time. You understand? You just got to stay persistent on it. You have to get you a credit guru that's going to stay persistent on it. Yeah. Not just send out the sweep and then the sweep sits there. No, get back on that phone. Call TransUnion. Call Equifax. Call Experian. Tell them, I see this on this account. And then a lot of times, like even me, I had fraud on my account a lot. I had a lot of things on my account that was not me. Yeah. A lot of people don't look into their credit score to see what's even on there. People could be using your credit, using your name, and you don't know. I had no idea. I had to get addresses off my account. I had to get derogatories off my account. It wasn't even me. Somebody had rent debt on my account. I don't own a home.
Right.
Not yet, at least. Soon.
Right.
But it wasn't me.
Right.
And there's a lot of things on these accounts that we don't even know about. And you have to get on the phone. Don't be scared to talk to Equifax. Don't be scared to talk to TransUnion. Don't be scared to talk to these creditors and let them know, I want this off my account. But after you send in your letters and your FTC's report, they'll start seeing a third party working on your behalf, and they start saying, no, this girl's not playing. This man is not playing.
Right.
And then when you're on the phone and what you're saying is matching what the letters are saying, they understand you're not playing. People don't know you have 72 hours to get negatives and derogatories off. You know that?
Right, off a credit report?
Once you send a sweep, once you start investigating, they have about 72 hours to get negatives off your account. People don't know that. I didn't know it. Yeah, that's why I got in that books. That's why I paid that goddamn mentorship, and now I know everything.
Right.
Get it off here. Yeah. You can swipe a credit card. You can swipe Capital One. You can swipe Wells Fargo. I could tell you what credit bureau they pulled it from. That's how crazy I am. That's how in depth I am. Right. I know. Oh no, that's Chase. That was Equifax.
Yeah.
Let me get on the phone with Equifax. I didn't approve that. I didn't try to sign up for no credit card. It comes right off. People don't know. It's so easy. Just get on the phone and start talking.
That's good. So how long do you think it typically takes to see results when it comes to credit repairing or financial coaching? Like, how long does that process take? Because, some people like, I'm paying Tony right now. I want results tomorrow.
That's why I tell you, give me 3 to 6 months.
3 to 6 months, okay.
But I could get it done quicker than that. But I'm not going to tell you that. I tell you, give me 3 to 6 months to see some results. You'll start getting your own emails. They won't come from me. That's the thing. I'm doing the work, but the emails are going to you. So you'll be in your email seeing TransUnion say, okay, we got your FTC report. We're waiting a few days to take it off. Oh, we got your dispute letters. We're waiting. You will tell me your results before I could. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because this is you. You're going to go inside your Experian. You're going to go inside your Credit Now app. You're going to go inside your Doovly. You're going to go whatever system you're using to watch your credit, and you're going to see the results. Right. You're going to call me back and tell me what's happening. Even though I might be checking in on a little bit, looking to see, I'm doing the work more so. You're going to be calling me, telling me, oh, I got a letter that's saying this is coming off. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You understand?
Right,
so I say 3 to 6 months to fix credit. Okay. I say for funding, depending on where you at and what stage, you can get funded in 48 hours.
Does that depend on your credit score and your credit history?
Yeah, it depends on your credit score and your credit history, how fast you can get funded.
Okay, so if I have a 550 credit score, can I get funded in 24 hours?
No. Okay. I said 680. Credit funding starts at 680, remember? Funding starts at 680.
680, okay.
I need you to be 680 and better.
Got it, okay.
Plus with some open accounts.
Yeah.
Then we can get you funded quickly.
Makes sense.
And that's personal or business-wise. Because I could fund you personally, right? And then you can go get an LLC, and I can structure it properly and fund you again. Double whammy.
Yeah.
Who don't want a double whammy?
Right.
I could fund you as T with all your credit history and what you're doing, and then I could fund drinks with T. That's 2 different funding. That's 2 different entities. That's your business, and now you got funded on a personal too. Who don't want all this money?
Who wouldn't want that, honestly?
Who wouldn't want all this money with zero APR?
Right.
Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Because anything I use, you're not having no interest rate on it. Is people, when they go for funding, they usually apply online. I don't apply online like the masses.
Okay.
I make a phone call to one of the mentors. I have T here. She's ready to get funded, this, that, and the third. You get on a Zoom call one-on-one with the banker itself to confirm who you are. They send that paperwork and you get funded that way. I'm not online with the masses.
I didn't know they do Zoom calls.
Yeah, I'm not on. The bankers do Zoom calls. My mentors have personal relationship with bankers.
Right.
I'm not getting funded like online asking for some money.
Right,
no.
right.
They don't work like that with me.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So y'all can get on Zoom.
It don't work like that with me. You know what I'm saying? When you lock in and lock in with them big boys and you really doing what you doing, it don't work like that.
Right.
I pass you off to somebody else. We get on the phone. You be on the phone with Darius or Dion or Amar or anybody like that. Somebody that's really doing this funding business, and they're gonna patch you through to a banker. You sit down, do a Zoom call, make sure all the documents you sign, DocuSigns, this, that, and the third. The banker, his or herself, goes to the bank they work for. This is T. T credit report says this, that, and the third. Well, I'm approving T. I'm going the extra mile. They go the extra mile, and I'm approving T. I feel like T is worth $50,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how that go. You ain't on the phone. You ain't on trying to do it yourself. Right. No, that ain't how that work.
Right. Okay.
That's the difference between me and them. You understand?
All right.
That's the difference between learning from a millionaires.
Right.
And locking in and rubbing shoulders with the right people. You ain't going online, baby. No.
Right. You doing everything in person.
Somebody speaking for you. Right.
Yeah. That makes sense. So you're not only funding for businesses, you're also helping personal credit as well, basically.
Yeah. No, but you not only I help your business credit too. That's the thing. It's 2 different sides. Yeah. Say somebody comes to me and they want funded, but their personal is getting their business isn't. I could fund you personally, right?
Yeah.
On your personal side, and then we can set up your LLC properly, and we can fix that business, get a new account, and go things that right now, and you get funded again. Imagine getting funded twice in 1 year, 50,000,
right,
or 100,000 twice.
Right.
You crazy, man? Please, y'all crazy.
No, that makes sense.
Crazy.
So basically, you assist with disputes, debt settlements. You're negotiating with the creditors. Like you're doing everything for these people.
All of that.
That's the services that you're providing.
Yeah, that's another thing. I don't use. It's not like me on the phone all the time, just calling. I'm calling and I'm just making calls. No, I get on the M2 software, FICO Fixes, which one of my mentors designed himself.
Yeah,
and I use that. Plug your credit into that, with your social security and all your documents into that. I send the letters out that way, like do the Microsoft. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then after your letters are sent out, after TransUnion and Equifax and all the creditors get these letters and they see all these things that you want off your account, then after a week or so, then I start calling personally. Like, you got my FTC report, you got my letter, you understand? So it's not just me, it's a machine behind me.
Right. So you're just following up with everything that the machine is
doing. The machine already did the work.
Yeah, making sure that you're applying the pressure as well, not just the machine.
Right. Okay, there you go.
That makes sense. So how do you, because there's a lot of scamming. There's a lot of, people don't feel comfortable a lot of the times.
Then leave me alone. Leave me alone. You don't gotta pick me.
Giving their personal information, like their social, their income, and things of that nature. So, like, how do you handle sensitive information?
First of all, like I said before, you will be sending me your social security. I will need so many things, you understand? I always tell my clients, they say, what's the first step to do? I say, go on Experian yourself, open up a Experian account, right? When you go on Experian and you open up a Experian account with your login and all your information, it'll show you the 3 barrels yourself. A lot of people don't even know that. Start there. Go look at your own credit. Go see where you are first. See the negatives, the derogatories, everything that you want off, addresses count to, all these things. Go look at it on Experian. Go to My Free Credit Score now. These 2 things, 2 steps. Go to these 2 websites, open up accounts, look at your own credit score, look at what's up there, look at what's not up there, right? You send me those logins, right? And when you send me those logins, you also will send me a social security, a proof of address, and your ID.
Okay.
Nothing crucial.
Right.
You send it to me personally. Sometimes if I'm, depending on the mood I'm in or the space I am with the person, we can do it on FaceTime. We can do it on a Zoom call as well. You can watch me plug your information.
Instead of sending the information through text or something.
You can watch me plug your information into the system.
Yeah.
I'll delete the text thread. But again, if you don't trust me, why you pick me?
And I think it's important for people to feel comfortable when it comes to business.
I don't want to do
like
business with anybody that doesn't feel comfortable doing business with me, because I don't want a hard time. I'm not eager for money.
Yeah.
You know, understand what I'm saying? I'm not eager to work with anybody. I want to help any and everybody that wants help. But again, if you don't trust me that way, then don't ask for my services.
Right. And you know what? That might make you, that's what probably makes you different from other people that's in the same business.
I'm not running to come get you.
Right. Is that if you're probably telling them, like, listen, if you don't feel comfortable, I truly understand, and we could just part ways, and this will be that.
I promise.
So that's probably,
I don't want to hassle. I know comfortability is a big thing. I know trust is a big thing. And if you don't trust me, why would you even want me working with you? I'm doing a free prom giveaway too.
Yes, I saw that.
I linked up with my older brother, Kason.
Okay.
He's a correction officer, but he's doing a give back to any junior high school girl. So if any of you know anybody watching the podcast, any little girl in junior high school who's not fortunate, we're giving her a dress. My brother's giving her a dress. She's getting her hair done by a girl named Stevie, who's one of the best in Queens. Then, of course, I'm doing her makeup. Dress, makeup. She's getting a
photo shoot.
A photo shoot with JQ Visuals. He's one of the best out in Queens as well. Who else? JQ Visuals on the camera, me on the makeup, Stevie's on the hair.
And I think it's transportation too. I saw
transportation too. They're getting a black truck there and back. All they have to do is write a 200-word essay. And girls, because I'm so smart and I want you guys to win, I got some tea. Use ChatGTP to write the essay.
Listen.
200 words. Don't tell my brother I told you. He's my real older brother, so don't tell him. But use ChatGTP and write the essay, girl. Win, win, win.
That's the answer to it all. ChatGPT, y'all.
That's an AI, girls. Use it.
Right. No, that makes a perfect sense. So, no, and shout outs to everybody in Queens, because big Queens all day. What do you think so far with this new venture that you're doing? What's the biggest challenge that you face so far?
The biggest challenge that I faced so far would be, what would be the biggest challenge that I've faced so far? Getting people to believe it can happen, probably.
Okay.
Maybe that's one of the biggest challenges. Other than that, everything is manually done. Everything is by script. Everything's by step. Everything takes a little bit of time, but people don't believe things until they see things, which, I'm not mad at that.
Right.
That's why I made myself my first project.
Right, your first client.
I'm my first client. Right. I'm my first project. It's not like I'm fixing your credit and not fixing my credit. Right, it's not like I'm going to get you funded and I'm not getting funded. And again, that's why I make sure people see me visually, talk to my mentors, visually see me with these people so it's really happening. Yeah. I flew to Atlanta just for a convention. Right. You understand? So you can see this is what's really going on. Like I said, everything is all public record. I don't hide anything I do.
Yeah. No, that's really good. Like to do your own work on yourself and show people like, look, this is where I was at. Here's where I'm at now. And this was on me. I think that's also what's going to make you different from everybody else that's out there too, is not being afraid. Like, listen, we all coming from the bottom and we making our way to the top. Like, there is no shame in our game. Everybody's here for progress and things of that nature. So I think that's definitely going to help you. Like, listen, Tony is real.
People should know how to say it. 50 offers a day. People are scared to even ask. If you give out 50 offers a day, all 50 people can't say no.
50 offers meaning what?
Ask 50 people, do they need their credit fixed? Somebody needs their credit fixed. Right. Ask 50 people, do they need funding? Who doesn't want an extra 20,000, 10,000? And then that's another thing. If your credit is already okay, I could get you funded in minutes. Right. I could get you personally funded in minutes. I call it instant. I send you a couple of, I could send y'all right now a couple of websites to go and get a couple of 5,000, little 10,000 right now if your credit's okay. They approve you instantly, and it's no hard inquiry. So you don't even have to take the offer. You could just see what they're offering you. Right. That's how nice I am. That's another way to make them. You don't believe me? Yeah. Give me a phone. Yeah. I'll send you a couple of websites right now. Go put your information in and see if they give you 5,000, 10,000 right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? Here you go, sis. Yeah. I swear to God. Right. Like, when this is over, I'm sending the links out. When this is over, I'm gonna send about 5. Right. I'm gonna send 5 links out to each of them in the room. Right. And you know what I'm saying? You see if I'm big shit. Yeah. See if I'm talking the talk. Right. See if I'm really doing what the fuck I say I am. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I get you funded instantly. If your credit is okay, if you're pretty decent, you get a little 5 to 10 pack right now off the Dove. You heard? And it's no hard inquiry. So if you don't even want to take it, don't even got to take it. But I just want to show you what the fuck I can really do. And
I'm truly proud of everything that you are continuing to accomplish, because it's so it's so good to see like people be successful and still want to help out other people, because people get successful and get.
Yeah, I am.
Right. And that's because she is very generous. Yeah. And I truly believe that,
nothing wrong with that.
Anybody that she helps out with the credit and funding and things like that, you would have a forever relationship with her. Like,
you can
it won't stop
back
at that, because she does hair, she don't makeup, she does everything. She has a shop, she sells clothes, one-stop shop right here. So I definitely believe like she will continue to have a relationship and just help you be successful when it comes to doing anything business-wise.
I always tell the girls that don't hate me, really don't hate me. Right. Don't be mad at me, don't hate me. Learn from me. And once you learn from me, you can always learn from me. I'm willing to help anybody. That's probably one of my downfalls. I'm so giving. I have a giving spirit. I have a giving heart. That's why I'm forever blessed. Yeah. Everything is not for me. Yeah. You got a problem, I sit down with you and work out your problem. Help you the best way I can. I'm one of them people, when you call, I got the solution. Yeah. That's why I made myself my other business page CBT Solution. Because I'm always going to come up with the answer. Right. We ain't never going to be stuck. I can help you do anything. And it don't got to be anything I'm doing. It don't got to be nothing with no makeup. It don't got to be credit funny. You could call me, say you ain't got a hairstylist. I get you one. Right. You can call me and say, damn, Tony, I need somebody to clean my house. I know some cleaners. That's the person I am. I'm a Leo. You know what I'm saying? I'm born August 17th. I'm always willing to help. And that's probably one of my biggest downfalls.
But also your biggest blessing.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But it's like, I don't know. If you my people, you my people. And we locked in, and I'm going to always help.
Yeah. That's why you're going to continue to be blessed, because everything that you're doing is coming back 10 times fold. So continue that. What do you think is your long-term vision for this new venture that you're doing right now? Like, tell me where you see yourself in 5 years.
Oh, I'm buying my mother a house soon by the end of the year. I want to buy my mother a house. I want to buy my mother a car. That's why I'm trying to fix my credit, do my funding right. If I could get my mother out of the trenches a little bit. I want my mother to retire. My mother worked for the government. She worked for the government for 22 years. That's my youngest sister's 23. So my mother started when she was 1. 22 years my mother gave to the government. And with Trump and all these things going on, that's what really, really pushed me. That's what really gives me the push. I want to retire my mom.
Long-term goal is to take care of your family.
Yeah, I want to retire my mom.
As it should be, Yeah.
That's what I really want to do.
Yeah. It's going to happen because we're putting it in the universe now.
That's what I want.
All right, so cool. Like, I think that everybody should definitely sign up with Tony. If you want to fix your credit and if you want any funding. And listen, like, I know it's skeptical and it's weird to give out your social, to give out your address, and to give out all of these personal informations from you. But trust your instinct. You know, don't feel pressured. She will never pressure you and things of that nature. Like she told you, like, if you feel like you're uncomfortable with her, she's gonna be the first one to step back. Like, listen, I feel like we are not working right now. You could come back to me, and when you feel comfortable, that's when we'll work together. She's not even gonna pressure you into doing anything of that.
I promise. Right. And it's no bad vibes. If you don't want to work with me after you thought you wanted to or whatever, I promise to not be negative about it, because I understand. I've been there before. I didn't believe I can do these things either. I didn't believe things like this could exist. Instant funding. If I knew that you can instantly get a little 5,000, 10,000, a little 10 pack, boy, I'd have been started. Like, what?
Yeah. So, question: how would you help somebody that doesn't have any income coming in right now? I have no job. I am unemployed. I'm looking for a job. I'm trying to figure out.
That's
life.
Different. If you had a job and got fired from your job, I would hope that you was using your credit a little bit. I would hope you was using it a little bit.
So a little credit is better than no credit.
Yes, because depending on how old you are, you get what I'm saying? I hope you used it a little bit so I could brush it up. We could touch it up a little bit. Like I say, you can instantly get funded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The first step I would say to somebody that doesn't have a job or has no income is get a bank account. Even if you don't have no money. Try to put $25 in check is $25 in saving. That's another thing. People don't have bank accounts.
Right. So get a regular checking
How you gonna save money with no bank account?
Right.
You gotta have a real bank account. But me, I was different. I'm not gonna sit here and be corny. I didn't have a real bank account, but you know why? I was hiding the money.
Right.
I come from the streets, so I was hiding the money. And that was my biggest mistake, believe it or not. My biggest mistake was having money and making all this money and producing all this money and hiding it, tucking it.
Keeping it cash.
Businesses in banks, for example, people don't know this. Okay, like Chase, for example. Chase is a bank with a couple of shareholders. Okay. Millionaires own Chase. Shareholders own Chase. They're stingy, like, giving out the money. When you have a credit union bank like Navy Federal or Truist, those are credit banks with people that own those banks, and they want to give you the money.
Right.
They want to give you the money.
Right.
They just want to see a couple of documents, see money coming in, see money going this way. So I had messed up hiding all the money, having people. I had to get a merchant. Like, if you own a business and you're an entrepreneur, you need a merchant because you need this. You have to show transactions. You have to show the money coming in. Right. You have to show when you are taking the money out that it's going to a business. It's not for personal use. So I had to get a merchant and make all my money come through a merchant, not Cash App, not Zelle. That's why you see me now. That's why you see the booking site is up there, and I'm firm about it. Book here because I need the transactions to come in to show that this is a business. Yeah. Yes. No more Cash Apps. Yes. Apple Pays. You can do that at the final moment. But on the booking side, I need that money to come in because I have to show it because I hid it for years. Yeah. Scared of the banks taking my money. Scared of me owing. I hid it for years. But now look at me at this bigger age. It's like, damn, all this money you made. Right. Who knows? Right. Where's the proof?
Right. Got to be some type of proof there so they can
The bags and the shoes and the clothes and the jewelry is not enough proof.
Right. Y'all better put something in the bank. Something. You want to put a little bit if you don't feel like you need to.
That's why I tell people, get it. That's why I say start with a little bit of money. Because if you owe and you think they're going to take your money, what's the risk of taking a little $100, a little $20? That's why I say start a bank account. Yeah. If you could get a credit bank account, like a Truist, or I don't know if you're in Atlanta, a Truist, or you here with a Navy Federal, MCU, try to go for those banks personally. Business-wise as well. But business-wise, you can also go with Chase, or you can also go with, Chase is my favorite. I wouldn't even say TD and all them. I would say go to Chase if you're looking for a business bank. If you if you have an LLC and you want a business bank, then go with Chase. But you have to show transactions. Nobody gonna fund you no money if they don't see no transactions. They don't see you making money. It's like, what are we giving you money for?
Right, right.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I always tell people, structure your LLC properly. You have to structure your LLC properly. You can't it's so many little things that I learned that
they don't teach you, that you have to actually research yourself. Yeah.
I'm going to make sure my kids are financial literate. Yeah. You understand? Because I wasn't.
Right.
And it took me so long. It took me 30 something. I ain't gonna say my age, but it took me 30 something years to be financial literate. Because like I said, I was making the money, but hiding the money because that's the way I grew up. That's how I came up. Yeah. Not knowing it was gonna hold me back in the future, but it's okay. Right. It's okay. We on to better things now. But if I can help you ahead of time, I am. Yeah. Don't hide that money. Show that money. Show you.
Especially to build that knowledge for your kids too, so that they don't have to go through any of the things that
my kids ain't getting it out the mud.
Right.
My kids ain't getting it out the mud. I got it out the mud. They not getting it out the mud. My kids, I don't care who got a problem with it, who thinks I'm bougie, who thinks that my kids are spoon fed. They ain't getting it out the mud. No, my kids ain't doing nothing out there. My kids won't be in the streets. They won't be statistics. They is not getting it out the mud. Right. Mommy's handing it to you, honey. Right. Sorry.
Well, I think we spoke about it a little bit already, but like, what would you say would solidify what makes your business different, or what you're providing different from everybody else that's providing the same thing?
I use M2 FICO fixes, and I know you guys don't even know what that is.
Okay, straight to the point, because I don't. I know y'all don't. I don't.
Fixes. Google it. I use M2 FICO fixes. Yeah, one of the best credit cleaning softwares you can use. Mm-hmm. That's the best in the game, top in the game. Discovered and made by a millionaire himself. He used it to get on. Mm-hmm. Everybody else underneath him using, or his mentees as me use it to get on. It gets fast results. Mm-hmm. M2 FICO fixes. Dion Coatwell, he gonna be like, yeah, see, you got, Dion, I'm helping you out now. Everybody using M2 FICO fixes. Right. I had to pay $6,000 to get that source. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You here giving it for free, y'all. It's all right. I told y'all take notes. Y'all can get
I had
some
to pay $6,000 to learn how to use that source and get on that source. Right. And anyway, when you get online, and if you're using M2 FICO fixes, it'll show you step by step how to use it. Mm-hmm. It's a Facebook group chat where you can go on and they talk to you and teach you. You can sign up for classes. You can learn. Real hands-on. Of course, you gotta pay. It ain't nothing like free. It's about $100, $150 or whatever it is monthly. Mm-hmm. Get a couple of sweeps on it. It comes with a couple of sweeps when you sign up monthly or whatever the case may be. But that's how I clean credit. It's not me manually doing on me. I ain't right. Girl, T. Right. Imagine me sitting here writing on. Girl, you know you lied. I ain't doing that. Right, yeah. I ain't doing that.
I think if y'all tuned into this episode, and y'all should have tuned into this episode, a lot of free games she was spitting for free. FREE. She just said ain't nothing like free. All right, so before we go, y'all, Tony is going to give us some more free game. I don't know why she's doing it, because I'm going to say charge a fee, but she's giving it to y'all. She just told y'all her biggest downfall was going to be helping others, like she just said. But essentially, she's always going to be blessed. So before we go, she's going to give y'all 5
I'm trying to give them 5 links right now. 5 they can go and get pre-qualified. That's going to help you be pre-qualified for your credit, right? Right now.
For credit or funding? Credit. Okay.
For funding. For funding. Get you a couple of thousands right now while we speaking. Go to Linden Tree.
Mm-hmm. Regular spelling, right?
Linden Tree, yes. LEND. Oh. LENDING Tree. Go to Rocket Mortgage.
Rocket Mortgage.
Mm-hmm. You can go to nav.com. Look, I can't stop. Once I'm on it. Look, I can't stop.
Nav.com is what? NAV?
NAV.com.
NAV.com. Ain't doing no more free game. So if y'all tuned in, there was a lot of key points and a lot of ideas and things that's going to help you. But essentially, you should be really getting your services from Tony, because like she said, ain't nothing for free. And she just gave y'all a lot of things that can help you be successful on your own, truly and honestly. So we're going to close out.
One more thing.
Yes.
Because I know y'all crazy. If y'all don't have a job, when they ask you who you work for, say your own business, okay? Put the business. Put your LLC. You know how you on Instagram, you see everybody pointing up. This is me pointing up, even though there's nothing up there. Listen, this is the key. Do not say you unemployed. Please do not say you unemployed on there. Say your business is your job. That's who you work for. And when they ask you how much money you make, you're going to predict how much money you're making for their year, okay?
Your business, meaning your LLC?
Yes. Okay. I work for Touched by Tony's, whatever it is. Whatever you saying it is. I work for Touched by Tony, I'm a manager there. I make about $100,000 a year, okay? Don't sit there and say you ain't got no goddamn job. Don't say that, y'all. Right. And don't say some lottie rinky-dinky job. Come on.
Right.
Make
something that's so it can sound good, essentially, so you can start off with something. Yes. But thank you so much, guys, for tuning into this episode. You can follow Tony, Touched by Tony's, her makeup Instagram page, and then you can follow her credit funding page, which is TBT Solutions. I'm going to put all the links and everything down below, but make sure you guys watch this episode, and thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Drinks with Tea podcast. Thank you.